Jaden Smith.
Oh, this little motherfucker. Yes.
Jaden Smith is the face of Louis Vuitton women's wear.
Mm-hmm.
We put up a post about it, and there was a lot of, I think, like 1,000 comments. So there was, Will Smith actually addressed that. Did you see the Will Smith interview of him addressing it?
I know. I heard a little bit about what he said. You need to live out on the edge, and
well, he said,
maybe I made a mistake or something. Shit, I wasn't.
He kind of, when the question came up, he said, yeah, maybe we give our kids a little too much freedom. He said that he seemed a little embarrassed. He wasn't like, yeah, like he wasn't all for it. And, I've run into Jaden before. We live in the same area, so we run into each other at like smoothie shop, that type of thing. Last time I seen him, he was wearing a dress. This wasn't like a strictly, because the reason why Louis Vuitton, because people are like, well, Louis Vuitton paid him like $3 million to wear the dress. I would wear a dress for $3 million.
No, he wears it on the reg.
Yeah, well, the reason why Louis Vuitton even reached out to him,
wearing dresses.
He was already wearing dresses out in public.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He was already wearing dresses. This is why Louis Vuitton had the brilliant idea, because if you really think about it, this is like a feather in the hat of Louis Vuitton. They got everyone talking about Louis Vuitton right now for a measly $3 million. I can tell you though, like I said, I've had a couple of conversations with Jaden. He doesn't strike me as gay.
Okay.
He was with a group of girls, the last time I seen him. He doesn't strike me as gay at all. I think, I'm not sure if this was real or not, but he addressed it, and he said, I got $3 million to wear a dress. Like, I've just paid for my kids' college. Fuck it. If someone offered you $3 million to wear a dress in an ad, what would you say? $3 million.
Thanks, but no thanks. Because you act like $3 million is a lot of money. You act like $3 million really means something in the grand scheme of life. Like me getting $3 million, right, to wear a dress. But the influence that I have by wearing that dress could last for generations. You understand what I'm saying? To wear that $3 million, when you break it down to the influence, it probably breaks down to like, 50 cents per poisoned mind.
Well, and to be fair, we're not talking about a kid who's dead broke who just got $3 million. You're talking about a kid whose family is worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
He got the Tesla SUV.
Oh, he got that?
Yeah. He's one of the only people that got it right now.
I try to get one.
Yeah, you can't get it. He got it.
Yeah.
That little fucker got it. Go smack him and get it.
And his dad has been putting him in movies and everything else like that. You're talking about $3 million. And honestly, I can't even find, like, I saw that mentioned somewhere, but I did a Google search on it. I can't find it, so I don't even know if it's $3 million. Because I actually got into a conversation with someone, and I heard that Louis Vuitton actually doesn't even pay people very much to do their ad campaigns, because it's such a honor.
Prestigious thing.
It's a prestigious thing to be in a Louis Vuitton ad.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about, although there are more expensive brands like Hermes, Louis Vuitton is kind of the ubiquitous brand of luxury worldwide, not just in America at all. Mm-hmm. You go to Europe, because I've been in Louis Vuitton stores in Europe. And
Louis and Gucci are like the two.
And Louis is considered higher than Gucci as a whole. It is more expensive than Gucci. Like, a Louis bag and a Gucci bag has a price difference. You have to have more money to buy Louis Vuitton. Mm-hmm. So I don't even know if that part's true, but You're talking about someone. You're not talking about someone who is making minimum wage. Nobody around them has any type of money, and you dangle $3 million in front of them, and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to jump out the window because I probably will never see this in my life. You know, most people who are watching this right now will never see $1 million. Most human beings in their lifetime will never see $1 million all at one place. So you're talking.
That's a shame.
But this is someone who, chances are, has probably already made $3 million. I mean, he was a star of The Karate Kid, right? He was a star of this other.
After Earth with his pops.
Yeah, I mean, although it kind of flopped, but still, I'm sure you got to check for it.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably still make residuals off of it.
Definitely.
It's not like his dad's going to give him a bad deal. It's not like his dad is living off of Jaden's talent. Will Smith is fine. So yeah, if that's really what he said, I'm not really buying that argument. You know, and there's the whole thing of he is influencing a generation of kids to wear dresses.
Yes.
But I think that your family, your parents, should always have a greater influence than any sort of.
Didn't we start this whole thing talking about how the family is fragmented and not together? And now you're going to go and say that the family's the answer for shit like this?
So you're basically taking all of these kids growing up in broken homes and saying dresses are okay.
And saying these are your male role models now. We're going to take the real men out of the house and bring these men into your house through the internet, TV, your cell phone, all these other mediums. We're going to bring these men. These are now going to be your frame of reference for what it is to be a man. And your everyday frame of reference is going to be, you know, with your mom and shit.
Although Jaden is not really considered the manliest of men.
And that's why they used him. That's why they use him. Because they don't want manly men right now. They don't want manly men. Because at some point, you best believe, they're going to come with their strong men. They're going to come into the communities with their guns. And it's going to be the path of least resistance. You're not going to have no weapons. You're going to have a bunch of girly men running around, fucking trying to fight the police. You see these fucking faggot ass rappers punching heavy bags and shit like little girls? Like they daddy never fucking put them and showed them how to throw a punch?
So you showed your son how to punch and everything.
My son was in fucking karate class when he was like 5 years old. Okay? Like, I don't play that shit. Shout out to Master Sabu in Brooklyn. And even when, like, back in the days, let's say, some of our pops might not have been around. Somebody's pops was going to show you how to throw a punch. Or some older dude or somebody was going to show you this shit if they showed you didn't know it.
Your parents?
Let's get a video of me hitting the heavy bag. Dead ass serious.
Your parents are still married?
Yes.
Okay. So you grew up in a two-parent household?
No.
No.
Weird shit. No, like they were probably separated for as long as I could remember.
Okay. So,
but still had 2 kids after me and didn't live together, but have been married for,
so
almost 50 years.
So you grew up without a man in the house?
Pretty much, yes. Like he'd come in and out.
Okay.
But he'd tell me I was the man of the house.
Okay. So can't you say that you are a victim of the same thing that you're criticizing?
Absolutely. And did I do emotional dumb shit as a young dude? Absolutely. Absolutely. It took certain, you know what I mean? Doing the knowledge to certain things and growing up and analyzing certain things and saying, wait a minute, why am I even reacting like that? Like, you don't have to react like that. Like, you just doing it because that's how you seen other motherfuckers react in that situation. And this is what we all do. This is our frame of reference. Like, if you walk in a room and supposedly You know, you see your girl getting fucked by your best friend. In all the movies that you saw, there's only a few things that's going to happen there.
Right.
You're going to beat them up. You're going to shoot them both. Something like that. You know what I mean? And until you saw a movie where a motherfucker walked in there and said, okay, you deserve each other. And then turns around and just walks out. You're not going to even know that that's an option.
That's an option, yeah.
So they're just giving things as frame of reference for you to use later. And that's why we have to give other frame of references.
I feel you.
Alternatives. But I wish he'd stop.
I like Meek Mill, man. Like I'm not gonna.
I wish he'd stop. Listen, I liked Meek Mill, but all of this shit is making you look bad, homie.
Saying he used to want to be signed to Rockefeller, but then he turned into Jay.
Oh yeah.
I understand what he's saying, but you got to understand how that could be took.
Yeah, you're taking a shot at Jay-Z.
I mean, you could be taking a light shot at Jay.
You're taking a shot at Jay-Z.
And hip hop be like, nah, bro, you ain't Jay.
Yeah.
You're Drake, which is fine.